Greetings, welcome back. In the past recorded session, I tried to explain the syllabus, and also I'm hoping that you have been able to capture the spirit of the capstone course in a general term, the expectations and all that. This time, I want to walk you through Canvas components. Please walk with me on the share the screen and let me explain what it is. We have a team formation and there is a survey. In the team formation, while you're going to watch the important clip that I have loaded, you can see that you need to come and basically discuss on the discussion board, see whether you know somebody and you want to work with. I would expect a group of 3, a group of 4 is yes, a group of 5 never worked. Unless there is some very special, unusual circumstances, I don't want to go for a group of 5. Group of 6 is, of course, no. A group of 4 is the best. Sorry, group of 3 and 4 would be the best. So please try to have your team formation by August 31st. That's a Tuesday. For the survey, I need you to go to the module section, pick up the entry survey DS440, and keep it as a doc file, fill it in. It's an individual submission that you need to do. So when you go here, you need to submit that online. I'm going to grab them. I'm going to aggregate the result. You're not going to see, when I speak of the results, any name, any ID. I just need you to have your name and ID in the document, but I will be removing it when I'm going to discuss that for the class. Large view of the course objective. I have been taking care of design projects for a long time, for a few decades, for over 200, if I dare to say over 300 design projects by now. This, I wanted to leave you with the overall view of a capstone project in IST. This is not a DS capstone project, but it is going to tell you a glimpse of what the final course project is supposed to look like. What am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to go here and basically pick up the project. And project enhancement, results and conclusion, this one. I want you to pick up the project, and I believe I have done it in a recorded session. I'm going to make sure that the recorded session is there. You are going to basically pick up Rodeo project. When you pick up the Rodeo project, I need you to watch it. It's about 20 minutes. It's a group of 3 people. They've done a fantastic job. They achieved acclamation from their peers in the classroom. And we had a large class at the time. And this shows you what a successful project looks like and what a successful presentation looks like. So watch for that recording. I'm going to make sure that recording is available. I believe it is either in the module or it is on the announcement section. One way or another, I'm going to let you know where it is. And I want you to actually watch it. And then I want you to go online and do a rating and a comment. This is what your team peer review is going to look like at the end of the term. Now I'm presenting to you the picture right now, how this is going to look like 4 months down the road. The only difference is the focus that these guys have been doing is on IST, it's not on DS. That's the only difference. The rest, the way the management is done, the flow that has been done, the implementation, then enhancement implementation and all that, you will see it in a 20 minutes presentation. Then we have topic selection. I'm going to have a recording for you. This is due September 9, not too far, 2 weeks from now. Literature review, 1 week, almost 5 days after that, literature review is due. It's a document. Project brief is going to be due September 21st. You should be able to actually grab a project brief here. So the project brief template exists here, right? And then you're going to do paper demo and you're going to do project specs. They are due, the deadlines are set already. If you have a very energetic, passionate group, you could potentially take them head on and finish them a lot sooner than the posted deadline. Charts and networks, then on October 12th, you're going to actually start the implementation. Keep in mind, we would like to be with you on the online search. We would like to provide comments for you on the review. We would like to call and give you as many comments and feedback as we can for you. By the time you settle down on implementation, it means the picture is clear. We need what we know. We know now what are we trying to implement. As a matter of fact, this implementation is actually a live platform. You are going to showcase to us that there is a platform that generates result. Whether that's going to be a database management system, it's going to be a Python, whatever it is, you're going to show us that there is an implementation platform. Then you're going to give me enhanced implementation. And enhanced implementation, you're going to circle on your flowcharts the area that actually you have enhanced. My assumption is that your implementation is modular, meaning that you could potentially replace any of the little module and then replace it with your module. Now you have implementation and you have enhanced implementation in front of you. And the way you're going to say, okay, I improved it 20%. You can have a comparative analysis done at that moment, okay? Then you need to test it. Here you're going to create cases, usually 5 cases, 3 to 5 cases. You deliberately try to make sure to look for the dark area, for the blind spots, for things you haven't considered. You try to crash the system. You try to feed it wrong information to see what happens if you have basically falsified data. What happens? Here is the chance for you to actually tickle the program you did. So if you take a look at September 28 until November the 9, you have more than 1 month and 10 days to finish implementation, enhance implementation and testing. By now, you're going to receive a lot of comments from us, and you're going to do revise and redo. And November 16, that's almost 5 days sooner. You could potentially take care of the comments by now and revise and redo at this time. It's up to you. Then you're going to do results, conclusion, future work. You're going to write the report, do a PowerPoint presentation and submit. And this is similar to the early presentation that I asked you to watch. And then here is the time when it's going to be a peer review, team peer review. So what is happening, your PowerPoint with webcam on, with microphone on, with computer screen share is going to be made available to the class. The class is going to watch and listen to your presentations. They are going to rate you and they are going to give you comments in the comment section. In the past, I had an Excel file. If you take a look at this, I do still have an Excel file, I believe. So let's see. I think here is the critic format. Here is the rubric for your written report. Here is the rubric for presentation. There is an Excel file here, and those Excel files are for information only at this time. If you want to use it, by all means. But we made this system now online. Everybody loved it so much that we actually implemented on an online system on an Amazon cloud. What you need to do, you need to go online, you and your teammates, each one of you are going to get portion of it done. And then what happens is that at the end you submit. And the beauty of the online system is that as soon as the deadline comes and goes, I don't want this, let's go back again. As soon as the deadline comes and goes, you will get the results immediately. So as soon as December 7 is gone, midnight, December 8, you will get the results. Isn't that nice? It's going to be very easy for us to aggregate. This is teamwork, this one. And the class we have is not really large. It's only 35, it may go to 40, and I will not assign everybody to you. Obviously 40 means, if you divide it by 4, it means 10. 10 times 20 minutes, what? And 10 times 20 minutes is about 3 hours. It's worth it. You're going to see what everybody else is doing in the class, right? It's nice. Traditionally, you are supposed to be sitting in the classroom in person, and we will be showcasing everybody on the podium. But now we have a recorded session, you can do that, right? And if you don't want to record, of course, you still have to do that, and we are going to live stream you. and let everybody else watch you. And then we are also going to record you for our own basically database. Then there is a peer review individual. Here you're going to talk about your teammates. This is an individual task. You're going to say, this teammate was very active, on time, responsive, professional, punctual, things like that. If you take a look at the team formation that I had recorded for you, you should be able to see what I mean. Then on December 12th, I'm going to post it barring any major issues. Now, let's go back to this module section. One of the things that I did, and really your peers loved it, was to provide success stories. I don't have success stories in data science, but I do have success stories from IST, Capstone. When I say do an online search, if you don't know what I'm asking for, if you don't know the quality of the work I'm expecting, you can actually take a look at the online search of Group 5. You can take a look at the recording and understand what they have been talking about in the recording session. This is the same team, Rodeo, that you initially done a final review. But you now see in a subsequent events, in a sequence of events, you're going to see how they have achieved that. So they did an online search, they did a recording. When we say literature review, they had a recording, they have a literature review document and so on. Remember, those are not necessarily perfect. We gave them feedback and they took upon the feedback and fixed some of their stuff. As you can see to the very end, you can see that some of the stuff changed slightly, right? When we talk about project brief, you can see that the project brief recording is here and the project brief document is here. It's a success story. You can take a look at that and see, oh, really, that's what they mean. That's what Cameron means, right? When we say paper demo, you can take a look at the zip file, and then you can see the paper demo recording session. Project spec, once again, you can see recording, you can see Excel file, PDF, and doc file. Charts and networks, you do need these. We are going to talk about them in a recording anyway, but you can see charts and networks here, and they didn't need to do any recording. Everything seems to have been clear. And when we went to the implementation, the success story is here. You do have a recording here, and you do have the material here, okay? Enhanced project, you do have recording, and then you have all of the pieces of the project. Per chart, everything, we will be talking about it in class. In terms of success stories, here is the testing. They did the testing, and then results and conclusion, and they did that. Finally, written report, and they completed that, and then design process. These documents, you need them. We will be talking about them in class. And then rubric for written report, presentation, and then you saw the basically this one. So if I'm not mistaken, if I go here, yep. So if you go here and click on this, you will be able to see it, and this is going to be hopefully still available. And yep, so you can see them presenting this, okay? This is the project. So I'm asking you in this is the endpoint project. This is the endpoint project. Okay, I'm asking you to watch this. This is about 18 minutes. They have dressed officially. That's what I'm asking you to do. And then I need you to, instead of an Excel file, I'm going to send you a user ID and a password, and you're going to do this online, because it's going to be for us helpful. You need to do a group discussion for this one. It doesn't have to be the entire 20 minutes. It's simply 5 minutes. You say, these are the things that comes to your mind, and then you're going to upload your recorded session. Again, if you don't want to do recorded session, you must come to the classroom physically, in person, okay? So this is about it. And what we have is that I want you to take a look at the module, take a look at the course survey, take a look at the deadline. I need you to finish the deadline, consider the deadline. All of the deadlines are posted, the entire flow is there. And then what you don't see is we are going to watch you, the recording if you have in person, if you are coming in, and then we are going to provide comments to you. If it is recording, it would be easier because we are going to provide to you written comments. If you're coming in person, obviously that would be a different story, and you need to take care of the comments we provide to you. We try to take notes of the comments we give you, okay? But you may lose it. That's the only challenge, okay? With that in mind, I hope you got the course basically material in. I'm going to upload this recording as well, along with the team formation recording. That's going to conclude our lecture recordings for this week. So on Thursday, please don't go to the classroom. I'm going to be available on Zoom if you need me. I'll send me an email and I'll try to answer your questions as soon as I can. Thank you. So nice to meet you. Thank you very much. You have a good day.